Hey, we're group 1. We did Thor's hammer. We're going to break it down and explain it to you. Start off with Dylan and the wiring.
Sure, alright. So, the circuitry is actually pretty simple. Hook up the Pi like you would normally. The only extra little tidbits are this magnet here hooked up to a MOSFET version 1.1. So the idea behind the whole system is once the user goes onto their phone application and they enter the proper requirements, so magnet on, magnet off, are they worthy, are they not worthy, that information is sent to the server, which Yuval will get into in a minute. But once that information is processed by the server says, okay, the magnet's on, so it'll send GPIO pin 11 on. There's 3 little prongs in here to the Raspberry Pi pins. I believe 6 is for ground, 17 is for power, and this white one here is pin 11, which is actually switching it on and off. Now we're using this gate here, this MOSFET gate, so we can determine when exactly we need to worry about the power coming from the battery. So ideally the battery will just be on. This battery here has a switch, but assume it's just some basic battery plugged in and it's going here to the gate. So right here is where we're getting our input from the GPIO pin. So there's a constant power, there's a constant signal here. Once the signal is registered here, then a signal will be pumped out of here, activating the magnet. So right now it's on, and you can see that that magnet's not letting go of that iron disc.
Okay, so the way we have our server set up, we have our Raspberry Pi here, and we used Flask to set up the web server, and then we used templates to get the different web pages. I'll use one web page, and Michael can talk more about it.
Yeah, as you can see, the website right there is refreshing periodically. It's about every 2 seconds. It says, "Welcome Odin," because theoretically Odin is the one who determines who can wield the hammer. So we assume that the user is Odin. It also tells you the state of the hammer. This tells us obviously that it's currently on, as we demonstrated. And it also tells you the temperature of the Raspberry Pi.
Great, cool. So now we're going to show you the app. It's coded in Objective-C. If you are not Odin, UI alert for you are not worthy to control the hammer's status. Odin, submit. Pops up with this. It's a Boolean switch. So off. Hammer is now on because you are not worthy. And yeah, the camera was everywhere, but whatever. And then back to you are worthy, no electromagnet pulse, and the hammer is off.